Welcome to a session in which we will look at cash flow statements and what they tell us. In an earlier session, we saw that financial statements indicate health of a business. Cash flow statements tell us how well a business managed its cash during a period. The cash flow statement shows where the cash came from, called inflow, and where it went, called outflow, during a period. At the start of a period, the cash flow statement tells us this is how much cash we have available with the business to start our activities. And at the end of the period, we find out how much cash remains at the end, which will then be carried over for the next period. Before we look at cash flow statement, we need to quickly revisit some relevant concepts from balance sheet and P&L. The first concept is accounts receivables. When we discussed balance sheet, we saw that this is the amount of money that is due from those customers who have taken the products or services but not paid yet. A related concept in balance sheet was accounts payable. These are the payments the business is supposed to make but has not made them yet. Both of these concepts become relevant since a business gives credit to the customers and also receives credit from suppliers. We also saw this when we discussed P&L statement. You may remember that we discussed how sometimes money is paid or received immediately, and these are called cash transactions. But sometimes money is expected to be paid or received later. These are called credit transactions. Cash transactions during a given period, such as a month, are very much part of the cash flow statement. Credit transaction from this period would not be included in the cash flow statement. But what about those credit transactions which happened during previous periods, but cash for which was either received or paid during this period? Yes, such transactions should be included in this period's cash flow statement. Let's list the ways in which a business can receive cash and give cash. We will use some of the concepts from the balance sheet and P&L which we just saw. We will begin by listing the ways in which a business can get cash. The most common way for a business to get cash is when customers pay immediately when they buy products or services from the business. In a given period, a business can also get cash when it collects accounts receivables. The third way a business can get cash is when it takes loans or owner's equity investments. When a business sells assets which it doesn't need, then also it receives cash. Sometimes a customer may pay advance for delivery of products, services for the next month. This is the fifth way in which a business gets cash. The next step is to think about ways in which a business gives cash. The most common way is when the business pays suppliers for the raw material and salaries to employees. In a given period, a business may pay off accounts payable. This again, a very common way in which a business gives out cash. When a business wants to buy an asset, it usually pays cash. The fourth and the fifth are related to one another. If a business has taken a loan, it needs to do two things. It has to pay interest in cash, and also it has to repay the loan amount in cash. Sometimes a supplier is given advance for the next month's raw material. This is the sixth way in which a business cash goes out. There is a seventh possibility. While it is not very common, it is important that we know about it. It is called prepaid expenses. These are future expenses that have been paid now, but the benefits will come in the future. In some ways, it is like an advance payment, but there is a small difference between the two. Advance is usually for a short period, such as for a month, but prepaid expenses can be as long as for a year. Now that we have identified the ways in which cash can come into a business and can go out of the business, let's look at the format of a cash flow statement. As we saw at the beginning, a cash flow statement has four components. The first is the opening cash balance. Then comes the cash inflows for the period, followed by cash outflows for the period. Finally, the statement shows the closing cash balance. We can link these four components through a simple equation, which is closing cash balance is equal to opening cash balance plus inflows minus outflows. As we discussed, a typical business does a number of cash transactions such as buying raw material, receiving cash for goods sold to the customer, taking a loan, buying equipment, etc. Some of these cash outflows such as buying raw material and cash inflows such as getting cash from customers happen frequently. We call these as recurring cash flows. But some of these transactions such as taking loans and selling unwanted assets are not very frequent. We call these non-recurring cash flows. We do this classification to get a better sense on how a business is spending cash and receiving cash. Hence, the format of the cash flow statement begins with opening cash flow balance. After that, we show recurring cash flows, inside which we first show cash inflows and then cash outflows. We then show net recurring cash flows, which is a subtraction of recurring cash outflows from recurring cash inflows. Similarly, we show the non-recurring cash flows. The second last item is net cash flow change, which is the sum of recurring cash flows and non-recurring cash flows. The last item is closing cash balance, which is the sum of opening cash flow balance and net cash flow change. To summarize, the cash flow statement shows where the cash came from, called inflow, and where it went, called outflow during a period. The statement takes into account all cash transactions that have taken place during the period as well as cash payments or cash receipts for the previous period's credit transactions. We categorize cash inflows and outflows as recurring and non-recurring to get a better sense on how a business is spending cash and receiving cash. The cash flow statement finally has the closing cash balance, which indicates how much cash will be available to the business to start the next period. That's cash flow statement in a nutshell.